And my head goes. So, it's been an experience.
Can we do that again? Where does you have to go?
But I do think we will have fun.
I hope so. We decided to create this video, a Q&A video, because we've been getting a lot of questions about what we're doing, why we're doing it. We also thought it would be interesting after we've hit the road to look back on our answers and see how close we are to what we think we're going to do and what we're actually going to do. So, would you like to launch right into the first question?
Question number 1. How long are you going on this trip?
The answer is I have no idea. We don't know. We're
absolutely no idea.
That is a big thing for this beautiful lady here who likes to plan every little thing out. I'm more of the free spirit and am able to just kind of go with the flow and make it up as we go.
I don't know. I'm making this up as I go.
But Lisa wants to know everything that's going to happen.
We have 3 kids.
Yeah.
So I like to plan for them.
Yeah.
So I'm learning to be okay with not knowing. I'm not entirely okay with not knowing, but the answer is we don't know.
So we are not selling our house like a lot of people that go RV full time. We have the flexibility to come back home. So the real question is how long until we come back home?
Which brings us to one of the cool things that I think we have put in place is our initial plan is to be on the road for about a month, and that theoretically should take us down the East Coast all the way out to Key West and then come up the West Coast of Florida, and when we get back to the Panhandle to
Destin Beach,
we will sit down, assess, see if this is fantastic, fabulous, this is the life for us, we need a break or something else, and we will decide at that point. We will either keep going left and keep heading west, or we will head back north. If we do the short trip, our estimate is it'll be about 6 weeks. If we do the longer trip, we don't know, it could be 6 months. He thinks longer. I think 6 months is a good, yeah.
We won't know until we get there.
We get there when we get there.
Yeah.
Is the best answer. But because my wife is a planner and has to have a plan and an idea and a plan B, C, D, E.
You do like my plans.
Oh yeah.
I have to point that out. You do like my plans.
So because of that, we have set up this 6-week idea. We get to Destin Beach, we figure it out, see if we go home or we keep going. Hoping we keep going. So our first stop's going to be down in North Carolina, then down in Georgia, then all the way through.
Well, technically our first stop is in Maryland to pick up the trailer.
Yes, we have to actually
pick it up. Have the rig in
Yes.
order to live in the rig.
Yes.
Okay, question number 2.
Question number 2.
Why?
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? That's a really good question. This is something that we've talked about a little bit, not in detail, but just, hey, wouldn't it be nice if one day we could go on like an RV trip?
Okay, yes, we have talked about that.
Yeah, it'd be kind of fun, just in the future. Well, we are huge fans of Dave Ramsey, and I will put a link below of the Dave Ramsey website.
Or above.
And the concept is to just be completely debt-free. We have had a history of lots of debt. Those of you that know us know the history. We got into real estate. We had 40 units. We were managing and flipping properties, but we were doing it all with lots of debt. So we came out the backside of that in a bad economy in 2007, 2008 with tons and tons of debt. We got involved in the Dave Ramsey program where you pay off all your debt. We had a ton of momentum with that, and we ended up paying off all our debt, which was a huge blessing. Lots of hard work.
This past year we paid that off.
Correct.
We finished.
We just did that recently. So once we did that, we had the freedom to kind of look around and see what it was that we wanted to do. As our 12-year-old would say, "Now what, Dad?" We decided to go see the country and go see the whole United States. And so that's what we're doing.
In doing so, be able to strengthen our family, and to also have an opportunity to see things from outside of what we normally get to see, and for our kids especially to see that there are more things in the world than just our house here at home.
Yes, a bigger perspective.
Question number 3.
This one's a silly one, and this is not in any specific hierarchy of what questions are more important, but this one has plagued you, I think, more than me, is how do we get our mail while we're gone?
And that has a couple of reasons, because I tend to be the one that receives mail and processes it and sends it back out. And so I'm the one that has had a lot more stress in this area. How do you get mail, especially relating to work? And so, you want to answer it?
There's an app for that. It's pretty easy.
Literally.
So they have different plans, and it's just a matter of shopping around, and you digitally receive your mail.
You have your mail forwarded to a place, they scan it, they give you a bunch of options as far as opening it, destroying it, mailing it to you wherever you are. And there's a whole host of different options for that, which
we haven't signed up for yet, but we will be.
We're investigating probably in the next week or two. Yeah. We will have that finalized. And
another reason we're doing this Q&A now is because we're about to leave. We're going to be leaving very soon, within the next week or two. So we thought it'd be fun to do right before we left a Q&A, just to see how silly we are.
And to see how much we don't know.
So that leaves us with
question number
4. Is what about school and what about work? We kind of combine those two. This is kind of easy. If you guys know us already, we homeschool our kids. So the school can be done anywhere. So they're going to be doing that on the road.
And right now, they are both of the kids in school are at a level that we can continue with our co-op by emailing assignments in and continuing our curriculum on our own on the road. So that is a nice freedom that we have. And then as far as work goes, we're in a unique business that we manage a team of people across the country. And so really all we need is our laptop and a internet connection and a phone. The amount of time that the girls will need to accomplish their schoolwork each day also gives us time to accomplish our work that we need to do. So it's almost like the perfect snapshot in our lives where we feel like this is an attainable goal. We can do this.
Right, between working from home already for the past 7 years and just the last 3 years now homeschooling.
Yeah.
It's turned out to be a great combination of the freedom to be able to travel. So we're going to continue working. We're going to continue schoolwork. We've noticed that our kids are able to complete their curriculum usually on average by lunchtime. So they're very diligent. They get up early. They do their work, and they have a schedule. This one is very organized. So they get all their stuff done, and then once they get their stuff done, our goal is to be able to go out and see some historical things and go to the national parks, go see the sites after all the schoolwork is done in the beginning part of the day. We'll see how it actually happens, but that's our plan for now. So, and then work there's occasional travel that I'll probably need to do. But just like I would be traveling now, as long as there's an airport somewhere close by, I can just hop on a plane and go do whatever I need to do. But it's fairly rare at this point.
It's pretty rare at this point.
Yeah, so
hopefully it will continue that way.
Yeah. So
Which we can move on to question number
5. And that's all, we're just going to do 5. So we had about 20 questions. We just boil it down to these 5. So
Nice of you to tell me that right there.
So yeah, this is
I thought we were doing 10.
Nope. No. 5.
Okay.
5. Yeah. That's why I made like circles around it. So 5 is, do we have any RV experience? And the answer is no.
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 Oh, that's an RV.
They didn't ask us that when we bought the RV, and they don't really care. They're great salesmen, great. The whole experience was amazing, and we should definitely we'll do an episode of the pickup of the RV.
Yeah, with links to their dealer and
phenomenal,
people and everything.
Phenomenal experience. And so, but we can just pick this thing up and drive away. It's amazing. You don't need a special license. We already purchased the truck. I will put a little link to the truck episode right here, so you can check that out. And then the truck will be pulling the RV. It's called a fifth wheel, if you're not familiar with the terminology. And we actually did. I'll put another link right here of the tour of the 3740 bunkhouse that we purchased. And, Grand Design, thank you. And it's an amazing unit. We're really excited about it. The girls have their own bedroom and their own space, and we have our own space, and it's really, really nice. But we have no RV experience. Never even towed a trailer of any sort, a boat, anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so our experience is limited to when we were kids. Both of our grandparents had an A-class at some point, so I went on trips with my grandparents. Obviously, he went on trips with his grandparents. We did not know each other as kids.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Sort of. We met when we were 18, so.
Well, we were kids.
Yeah, we were kids, yeah.
We did do some backpacking, and we did a couple times what we called car camping.
Yeah.
In Yosemite, and that was a lot of fun.
But that's it.
And that's it.
I've never hooked up a sewer hose. I've never hooked up a water hose. I've never hooked up a power line. But how hard could it be, right?
We've never leveled a trailer.
Never leveled a trailer.
We've
never backed
used
up
the chocks or the blocks
or any of that
stuff.
Yeah.
We've never activated a slide on a trailer. Like we haven't done anything.
So the backstory of this whole thing, kind of a recap, is that I was driving back from a road trip, from a business trip from Buffalo, and I saw an Airstream. And then I saw another Airstream passing, and I said, wow, those are really cool. I really, really like those. And I have a buddy who's in the industry. I gave him a call. We talked through the whole process of how do you get into this whole RV lifestyle, and he tried to talk me out of it.
Please, no!
And after he saw that wasn't going to happen, he actually helped me through the process. We discovered that an Airstream is not good for us because of our size of our family.
5 people in an Airstream, probably not.
Maybe
so
people
good.
could do it, but it's just not for us.
Yeah.
So we kind of went towards a larger trailer with a bunkhouse and the slides and all the stuff, because Airstreams don't have the slides and all that. So we found the model, and that's how we worked into a fifth wheel. We were actually looking at a travel trailer. Mm-hmm. We stumbled upon a YouTube family called Keep Your Daydream, who are just really fun to watch.
Should we link them?
Yeah, it's a link down somewhere.
Yeah.
And you should totally watch them. They're amazing. They have a travel trailer from Grand Design, 312, I think. And so that's after we had decided to go into Grand Design. I went online and looked into Grand Design. This is how you go online. And that is how I found Keep Your Daydream. After following them, they have 3 kids. Their 3 kids are a little older than ours, but I obviously gravitated towards that storyline because of our 3 kids and of us wanting to do this. And after binge watching their hundreds of episodes, I said, you know what? Why don't we do a YouTube channel? This will be awesome, just to kind of document the experience. All right, so that was our list. Those are the top 5 questions.
Top 5 questions we've been asked-ish. We've been asked a lot of questions, and we combined some of them, so we kind of cheated.
Here's a bonus question. Bonus question? I thought this one was interesting. We didn't really get this question very much, but we did get it at least once because I wrote down all these questions as people were asking them.
That kind of seems to break the rules of these are the top.
Yeah, but I like this question because it's...
Okay,
it
go
shows
ahead.
the
What is
process.
it?
This question was, how long did it take us to prepare for this?
This was a good question.
Yeah.
I laughed at this question.
Yeah, because, and I've not been tracking all the decision-making process, but I think it was 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
It's about 4 months
I want to say September, October, November, December.
Yeah, it's about 4 months.
4 months. And so from first decision to do this to actually pulling the trigger and going, about 4 months.
But when he asked me this question, as we were talking about this before we started filming, I just started laughing because I asked mentally, emotionally, financially,
Yes.
mentally,
Yes.
emotionally, or mentally.
Yes.
And those all have wildly different...
Well, Lisa's really good at, she's really good, like really, really good at thinking of something and really drilling down and like getting, so if there's anything else going on, I'm more of like I think about a lot of things and then prioritize the thoughts and da-da-da-da-da-da. But she didn't want to, like, hey, it's Christmas. We're not thinking, we went on the Disney cruise, which was awesome. She's like, I don't want to think about anything but the Disney cruise. We're not talking about the RV trip. So I said, all right. So then it was Christmas. So, so now it's the new year. And she's like, okay, I can think about that. Well, in the meantime, we've had to plan this thing out. So
I am much more the person that I figure stuff out in my brain, and then I put it on paper, and then I reorganize it on paper, and then I throw that paper away, and I start again on paper, and then I think about it some more, and then I might reorganize it some more, and then I'm pretty ready to try it. Bob is like, ooh, that looks like a good idea. Let's go buy some totes and try packing the whole house up so it'll fit in the back of the truck. And my head goes, so, it's been an experience.
can we do that again? Or does you have to go?
But I do think we will have fun.
I hope so.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Slightly terrified still, being honest. But I think it'll be fun.
It'll be awesome.
It'll be good.
Our friends and family are taking bets, Vegas odds of us
Apparently
returning.
there's a pool over-under on how long we're going to make it. I heard today
45
that
days.
45 days was one of the...
Yeah, buddy said 45 days.
Yeah.
So
That's for you, Scott.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I know we're going to make it 6 weeks. I know we're going to make it 6 weeks. 6 months.
We'll see.
We'll see.
That'll
So
do.
we'll do it.
All right.
So glad you can join us. If you have any questions below, just type them in right below, and we will get to your answers.
Oh, they have a way of doing that now?
You can make comments on YouTube. Yeah.
Clearly I don't know YouTube very well.
Yeah. They go below and they go like this, and then
That's like driving is this,
you drive
and this
and then
is
you
typing.
type. You don't want to drive and type at the same time. It's a bad idea.
Bad idea.
Why don't you drive and type like this?
Oh, even worse.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I'll drive.
Probably will.
Actually, it does sound like fun.
Do you like that? The truck isn't like this. It's like this.
I don't know. There's something like driving a
Are you
big truck.
milking a cow?